Good evening. We begin tonight with breaking developments in the Middle East. A tense moment unfolded in the skies just minutes ago as Israeli fighter jets encountered an unusual mid-air threat, one that reportedly could not be neutralized using conventional weapons. Military officials are now working to understand exactly what happened during the high-altitude encounter that has raised new security concerns across the region. Our international security desk is following the story closely. Just moments ago, Israeli Air Force pilots were forced into a high-alert situation after radar systems detected an unidentified aerial presence moving rapidly through restricted airspace. According to early military sources, multiple fighter jets were scrambled within minutes to intercept the object. Pilots quickly approached the target, but what they encountered raised more questions than answers. Initial reports suggest the object did not behave like a conventional aircraft, missile, or drone. Its flight pattern appeared irregular, and attempts to lock weapons systems onto the target reportedly failed. Military analysts say that in situations like this, pilots rely on advanced targeting systems designed to track and neutralize airborne threats. But in this case, those systems struggled to maintain a stable lock. That meant the pilots were facing a situation where standard air-to-air weapons could not be deployed effectively. Defense experts say encounters like this are extremely rare. When fighter aircraft intercept unknown aerial objects, they typically follow strict engagement protocols, identifying the object, determining whether it poses a threat, and then deciding whether to engage. However, when a target cannot be clearly classified or tracked, pilots are often forced to maintain distance while intelligence teams analyze the data. This incident is now being reviewed by military analysts who are studying radar recordings, pilot reports, and satellite data to determine exactly what entered the airspace. At this hour, Israeli defense officials have not confirmed whether the object originated from a neighboring country, a classified military system, or a surveillance platform. What we do know is that the object eventually disappeared from radar coverage shortly after the encounter. There are currently no reports of damage, weapons fired, or airspace violations beyond the brief incident. Still, the situation has triggered heightened monitoring across the region. Security analysts say incidents like this highlight just how complex modern aerial surveillance has become. With rapidly evolving technologies and new types of airborne systems appearing around the world, militaries are increasingly encountering objects that challenge traditional defense systems. We will continue to monitor this developing story and bring you updates as soon as new information becomes available. For now, reporting on this breaking situation, we'll stay on top of it. Stay with us. And we continue to follow the developing story involving the mysterious mid-air encounter involving Israeli fighter jets earlier today. New details are now beginning to emerge, and defense officials are cautiously analyzing what exactly pilots encountered thousands of feet above the region. For more on what may have happened, our defense correspondent has the latest. Military sources say the incident began when long-range radar systems picked up a fast-moving aerial signature approaching monitored airspace. Within seconds, Israeli Air Force command centers issued an interception order. 2 advanced fighter jets were launched immediately, climbing rapidly to investigate the unknown object. Pilots reported visual contact shortly after reaching the target area, but what they saw did not match any known aircraft profile. According to preliminary briefings, the object appeared small, fast, and capable of sudden directional changes that made it extremely difficult for tracking systems to maintain a lock. This forced pilots to switch between multiple radar modes while attempting to classify the object. Sources familiar with the situation say cockpit recordings reveal a tense exchange between pilots and ground command. Pilots reportedly described the object as non-responsive and unpredictable in movement. Ground controllers then instructed the aircraft to maintain visual tracking while avoiding aggressive engagement until the object could be positively identified. At one point, pilots attempted to initiate a targeting sequence, but the system could not confirm a stable firing solution. That meant the jets were essentially observing an aerial object they could neither fully identify nor engage. Military analysts say there are several possible explanations. The object could have been a high-speed reconnaissance drone, an experimental surveillance platform, electronic warfare equipment designed to confuse radar systems, or even atmospheric interference affecting sensor readings. While speculation continues, defense officials emphasize that no hostile action occurred during the encounter. Still, incidents like this highlight just how complex modern aerial surveillance has become. This comes at a time when several nations in the region are expanding the use of advanced drones, stealth technologies, and electronic warfare capabilities. Those systems are specifically designed to evade traditional radar and missile locking technology. Experts say that means encounters like the one reported today could become more common as military technology continues to evolve. Live update. Israeli defense officials are now reviewing radar data, satellite imagery, and flight recordings from the intercepting jets to determine the object's origin and purpose. Officials say a full technical analysis may take several hours or even days. At this hour, authorities are urging calm while investigators piece together what exactly occurred in the skies above the region. We will continue to monitor this story closely and bring you updates as new information becomes available. Stay with us.